Wait, look, this is a representation of this time period where men, look, my man has a face. All women are faceless because they viewed women as objects.
Of this time period? Don't you mean right now?
Okay, like outside of the house. I'm talking about outside of here.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, not here.
Got it.
Jill's here too, by the way. Oh, I should sync again. I'm gonna sync on start and... Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. I guess I don't get to.
I guess we're playing.
Problem.
I don't know if there's subtitles.
Sometimes when voice lines mess up, it helps to have subtitles so you can actually see what they're saying.
I don't think there are them in this game, though.
Voice lines don't ever mess up, though.
No one game developers before 2010? Fuck deaf people. Or deaf people.
Deaf people?
They're deaf people.
I mean, I want to, but...
No, they said deaf to deafs. That was their... And then they were like, oh, but let's put in the warning that says this was made by a whole team of people who like all like different gods or whatever, so it's fine.
Rejecting the treatment. Retreating.
Desmond, I need you to try and relax.
Let me try and
Focus. Listen to the sound of my voice. Recognize it.
Like, they just like ramrod that girl into that. Whatever that thing was. Nice. So this is like a real life simulator for me. Or I should say a marriage simulator.
What? Oh my.
Nate, they were talking in the background. We're gonna miss the story because you made a joke about beating your wife.
I'm sorry.
I feel bad for your wife.
I feel bad for my eyes. Why am I looking at like...
There should be an epilepsy warning.
Were you gonna say January 6th?
I was gonna say architect porn.
Oh.
You okay?
I told you he'd be fine.
You bastards!
Now, I just saved your life.
Saved my life? You kidnapped me. You strapped me into that thing.
Animus. It's an animus.
I don't even know you people. Why are you doing this to me?
You have information we need, Mr. Miles.
Information? I'm a bartender, for Christ's sakes. What do you want me to do? Teach you how to mix a martini?
We know who you are, what you are.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play coy with me. There isn't time. You're an assassin. And whether you realize it or not, you've got something that my employers want. Locked away in that head of yours.
But I'm not an assassin. Not anymore.
Yes, your file indicated as much. Something about an escape. Most fortunate for us.
What do you want from me?
For you to do as you're told. The Animus will allow us to locate what we need. Once we have it, you'll be free to go.
I am not going back in there.
Then we'll induce a coma and continue our work. When we're done, you'll be left to die. Truth be told, the only reason you're still conscious is because this approach saves us time.
You're insane.
So what is it, Mr. Miles? Live or die? Lie down.
Oh, press any button. Okay.
I choose
Press
not to
any button
interact.
to interact.
I choose not to interact and not to take part in your simulation.
Yeah, I feel like if you waited long enough, they should come at you with a needle and just kill you.
Well, I think they plan to kill you anyway, so it's like they're just dragging it out.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Alright, whatever.
Is that Lucy?
Yeah, she
yeah.
looks like a potato in this game.
Yeah. She like lost weight
It's about time.
after this game.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Where am I?
You're inside the Animus.
Which is...
It's a projector that renders genetic memories in 3 dimensions.
genetic memory.
Seems you'll need a bit of a tutorial. Very well. We'll start simple. What is a memory, Mr. Miles?
I refuse to make eye contact.
The recollection of a past event.
She's making eye contact.
The individual remembering the event.
Yeah, sure.
What if I told you that the human body not only housed an individual's memory, but the memories of his ancestors as well? Genetic memory, if you will.
Where are we seeing a naked woman?
Hibernation,
Because
reproduction.
women are hot.
How do animals know when and where to go? What to do?
That's just animal instinct.
Now you're arguing semantics, Mr. Miles. Whatever you call it, the fact remains. These creatures hold knowledge absent the requisite first-hand experience. I've spent the past 30 years trying to understand why. I discovered something most fascinating. Our DNA functions as an archive. It contains not only genetic instructions passed down from previous generations, but memories as well. The memories of our ancestors.
And the Animus lets you decode and read these DNA files.
Precisely.
But there's a problem. This is the specific memory we're trying to access. Unfortunately, when we try and open the memory, your mind withdraws. You lack the confidence to step into your ancestor's body. That's what happened earlier. You got knocked out of the target memory and pushed back to a more stable state.
Why?
It's your subconscious. It's resisting. We've found similar reactions among patients who undergo hypnosis to relive traumatic events. They can't jump directly into the specific memory. They need to be eased in. Even then, there can be problems.
So how do we fix it?
We find a memory you can synchronize with, and we move forward from there.
Desmond's like, this is not a very low-cut shirt here.
This is the closest we can get.
I feel like I'm not very incentivized.
I'm uploading the tutorial program now.
Can we go to the ancestor of Bad Man from Germany?
Yeah, actually, you play as him.
Cool.
In a new game. Did you see the announcement? They're trying to go all in on the games.
I did see that, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Cool.
I think they should make a Templar game of age.
Well, he wouldn't be a Templar.
I think he would.
The Templars are the villains.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the assassins were going after him. We saw that already. So he'd either have to be an assassin traitor or a Templar.
Represents how in sync you are with your ancestors' memories. If you ever fall completely out of sync, the Animus will restore you to your last synchronized position. You are currently dangerously close to desynchronization. Please follow all forthcoming instructions in order to restore system stability. The Animus utilizes a puppeteering concept to control the actions of your ancestor. I'm loading subroutines to validate your body's adaptation to the Animus. We will begin by exploring the default actions of each input.
Look, at someone... Oh, dang it, it went away. I was going to say, I'm someone at an anime convention with social anxiety.
What the heck?
Use the head button to observe your
Why are these women, like...
Hey, don't be mean. Gorgeous.
Not having faces?
They're gorgeous. This is how they should be.
Look around
Yeah,
and
what is
notice
the deal with
people.
the no faces?
Use your empty hand to walk through these jar carriers without causing them to drop what they're holding. Proceed to the marker to continue this
Do a gentle
synchronization
push
process.
while you walk through. I'm pretty sure just that little bump would still move him.
Yeah, I think they'd still drop it. Also, what are they all
he's like
carrying?
Jars.
Oh, those are all the ashes of, like, all their family members.
They're
We
ashes
just
of
run
war.
into them
Nice
and knock them down.
illustrations.
The Animus differentiates between two fundamental actions: low profile and high profile. Low profile.
It was actually all the
actions are
ashes of the
socially
same
acceptable.
person, but it was a really
High
large
profile
person.
actions are action-oriented. Hold the high profile button to see how your heads-up display changes the context of the puppeteering.
This is like Altair
inputs.
from Revelations. How he walks.
No one, the main villain from It Follows.
I don't know what that is.
You never watched It Follows?
No.
I'm actually shocked you didn't, because you're like such a horror slut. You love
What?
horror movies.
I do.
Alright, you gotta stop giving me instructions here.
We'll
Oh, Lex
continue the
Luthor!
synchronization process by testing some high-profile actions. Grab and throw this individual onto the marker by using the empty hand button in high profile.
Well,
Is he itching his butt?
He was itching his crotch, dude.
Good.
Let's get it right.
That was his butt. He was going behind him.
Yeah, his crotch is there.
Is your crotch behind
Using your
you?
left button in high profile will allow you to sprint. Sprinting is useful to escape from soldiers.
I don't
or to
need
get
all
closer
this.
to a fleeing target.
Well, it's part of the
However,
game.
Be careful not to bump into
You know, I've
anyone,
never really liked
or you can
tutorials
lose
for
your
stuff like
balance
this.
and tumble to the
Because for me,
ground.
it's kind of like, I'll just figure this out as I'm
Reach
playing the
marker
game.
before this man does.
I think it's kind of good in a game like this, though, where there's a lot of complicated mechanics with the fighting.
I suppose since it's the first one,
Well
it works. But, like, after this, I don't think you should ever need this again.
No.
Well, my thing with tutorials is, by the end of them, I never remember them anyways.
Oh, you don't remember everything?
No, because
You're
it's
just
like,
an idiot.
it's usually like 500 steps.
Different states will be explained.
And I'm
in
just like,
context
I don't
soon.
remember any of that.
I remember a lot of
This icon
it.
appears when a soldier is
You're
looking
better
at
than
I'm
me.
very
then.
happy for
The
you.
yellow color means the soldier is either unaware or suspicious of who you are. To illustrate the change in awareness level, you will stealth assassinate this soldier. First, lock onto your target. Now, select your hidden blade. With your blade selected, walk up to the soldier and assassinate him by using your armed hand button.
I'm letting Jill do this.
Makes sense.
I like how you walked over here.
He's like,
Wait a
what?
minute, this guy's dead and there's only one other person on this plane of existence. Who could have done it? Must have been God.
Did you ever see that SpongeBob episode?
The dead
SB-129?
body has alerted the soldier and changed his awareness
Jill?
to inform.
Did you ever
as
watch that SpongeBob
represented by
episode,
the red
SB-129?
witness indicator. Aggressive
What was it about?
It's the one where Squidward goes into the past and then also the future.
Will likely
Yes.
provoke an armed
Yes, I saw that one, yeah.
Do you remember
It was
the
creepy.
Remember the part where he goes so far into the future he just goes into like that all white room?
Yeah, and there's just like weird blocks of
Yeah.
color.
This room reminds me of that.
That was very upsetting to me as a kid. I was like existential crisis.
It was, yeah, it was upsetting.
Notice how the social status icon has changed to
Oh
exposed.
no.
Use the ladder
Faceless
and
guy
try to
saw
break the
us.
line of sight.
So use the ladder, it said.
Try breaking the line of sight. This is really important. I like how he shakes his butt when he goes up.
It's hot.
Excellent. The line of sight has been broken. Now run into the roof garden to hide from the soldier.
Is this a worse beginning than Assassin's Creed 2?
Yeah.
Social status
Yeah, it's kind of
I
boring.
think this is the worst beginning to a game.
I think so.
Guys, I'm trying to listen about the social status. Do you not care?
I don't care about anyone's social status, but influencers.
That makes sense.
At
Good
least
job.
it is helpful if you're playing this game for the very first time, though.
No.
My favorite thing is when Soups yells, "Let's go," and I wish he was doing that now.
The soldier has lost your track.
That's like me right now just saying, let's get on with this
And you
thing.
can exit the hide spot.
Like, I want to play the
My,
game.
my problem with this tutorial is they always look in the hiding spots.
No.
A lot of times they do, not always.
For me, they always do.
Your synchronization
Jill.
bar and make your job as an assassin easier. There are different places which you can use to hide. However, you must always break the line of sight first, and then use a hide spot to vanish.
Me when I see a new e-girl. Okay, have we seen enough of these? Like, as far as they didn't show a morbidly obese man's ass. Like, you can hide between the cheeks.
No, that guy was the ashes in the
Continue
pots.
with
Oh.
a demonstration of blend. Blend can
Press
be
and hold
activated
A
with the
while
passive
walking to
use of your
blend.
legs.
Okay.
I like the idea that the
And
Animus makes, like,
smaller
really
and
bad
pass
social
near soldiers
commentary.
without
Like,
arousing suspicion.
wouldn't it be easier to
Use
blend
this
in
to
if
reach
everyone
the
was the
markers
same
behind the
race?
soldiers.
White.
It's just like, did you notice how every enemy is faceless? It represents how you're a cold psychopath.
Why do scholars have to walk like this?
Because they're praying to
It's
God.
important.
Okay.
Clearly you're not a scholar.
If I was God, I'd get so sick of listening to them every moment.
White is information. Makes sense.
I thought that would be yellow. I thought yellow would be information.
No.
You know,
White would be
yellow's the
entitlement.
assassination target.
Oh, that makes sense. We have to pay that red guy.
Remember, Eagle Vision will only be available once you are fully safe.
Why do we have to pay him?
Please note that following the Assassin's Creed,
Because we
your
are
ancestors'
taking
way of
stuff from
life
him.
Are we trying to figure out why he's red?
think
They said, follow the Assassin's Creed.
of three tenets.
Oh, they said the thing.
First, never hurt an innocent person. Second, always be discreet. Third, do not compromise the clan. Should you lose sync, you can restore synchronization by reliving key moments of your ancestor's life, or by respecting the creed.
Yeah, that's crazy, Nate. Do not compromise the clan is one of your tenets, too, but it has nothing to do with Assassin's Creed.
I completed the tutorial.
What if the band Creed just turned into a bunch of hired assassins?
Who are the band Creed?
The
Creed.
Band. Yeah, the
Creed.
band, comma, Creed.
This one need not die.
An excellent kill. Fortune favors your blade.
Not fortune, skill. Watch a while longer and you might learn something.
Indeed. He'll teach you how to disregard everything the Masters taught us.
And how would you have done it?
I would not have drawn attention to us. I would not have taken the life of an innocent. What I would have done is follow the creed.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Understand these words. It matters not how we complete our task, only that it's done.
But this is not the way
My way is better.
Damn.
I will scout ahead. Try not to dishonor us further.
What is our mission? My brother would say nothing to me. Only that I should be honored to have been invited.
The Master believes the Templars have found something beneath the Temple Mount.
Treasure?
I do not know. All that matters is the Master considers it important. Else he would not have asked me to retrieve it.
Why don't we have an accent?
We have enough of an accent.
We just sound like Connor.
What?
What do you mean Connor?
Like
Who's
American.
We are American.
No, Altair is not American.
Everyone important in history is American.
That's
Okay,
true.
I
Altair
like
was... Did you know that in the Animus they say he was the first American?
Yeah.
Ezio is technically the second, but only by honorary.
Right, he's an honorary American.
One of my
He
problems.
makes good pasta.
One of my problems with these games in the very beginning with like Ezio and Altair is the fact that they use a very similar character model to Desmond and even give them all the same scar, but then they never explain why they look so similar and why they all have the same scar. And then they drop that concept when they go to another assassin after Ezio.
I always just assumed it was Desmond, what would you call it? Like projecting himself onto the character in the Animus, but I made that up.
But then why doesn't he project himself later on and with Connor?
Ark of the Covenant?
Don't be silly. There's no such thing. It's just a story.
Then what is it?
Quiet! Someone's coming.
I want us through this gate before sunrise. The sooner we possess it, the sooner we can turn our attention to those jackals at Masyaf.
Robert de Sable. His life is mine.
No. We were asked to retrieve the treasure and deal with Robert only if necessary.
He stands between us and it. I'd say it's necessary.
Discretion, Altair!
You mean cowardice. That man is our greatest enemy, and here we have a chance to be rid of him.
You have already broken 2 tenets of our creed. Now you would break the 3rd. Do not compromise the Brotherhood.
I am your superior, in both title and ability. You should know better than to question me.
Jeez.
Yeah, Altair is kind of being like a Templar right now.
He's an asshole at the
How
beginning.
did those people not see them?
How did they not hear them? We were like, look, it's Robert! Do you guys see Robert?
Yeah, we were being like really loud.
Hey, Robert!
Hey, you want to see my peen? Oh, he didn't say that.
Robert, is that you?
Do you guys agree
Yes.
though that that was kind of like a lost concept that they never really explored?
Yeah, I
The
mean,
whole face
It's like
thing?
the Lost Cause, yeah.
I think that just in general, they changed their mind on where they wanted to take the series several times. That's why we got the Ezio trilogy.
That's probably true, yeah.
You are not the only ones with business here.
Well, this explains my missing man. And what is it you want?
Blood.
You know not the things in which you meddle, assassin. I spare you only that you may return to your master and deliver a message. The Holy Land is lost to him and his. He should flee now while he has the chance. Stay, and all of you will die.
So, I know we were supposed to learn a lesson from that, and to be fair, we did not need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
However, I feel like if Malik hadn't stopped him, he would have killed Robert. Am I
Oh
wrong
yeah,
there?
no, he definitely would have.
I mean, we don't know.
What made it so against the creed, by the way? Just him being overly confident?
I don't know what made it against the Creed to kill Robert. I mean, I know they weren't supposed to draw attention to themselves.
Well, you know, and the thing about the Creed is kind of weird because it says, like, don't kill innocent people. Well, Robespierre is not innocent. And then it also says everything is permitted.
Why'd you call it Robespierre?
Robespierre is a French Revolution term.
Oh.
But Robert was not innocent, but also it says everything is permitted, so wouldn't that mean killing innocent people is permitted?
I always kind of thought that the whole everything is permitted line
refers to RAPE.
No, I always thought it was just them making up something to be like, you know what, we need a really cool line for this creed. We don't really know exactly what it's going to mean, so let's just come up with some line, but still give them rules anyway.
Yeah, it does kind of seem like they were trying to be really, like deep.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like when the Jedi are like, be compassionate and love everyone. You fell in love? Get out of here!
Right.
Like,
it's just really dumb, and the whole everything is permitted thing just does not make sense.
It is good to see you unharmed. I trust your mission was a success.
Is the Master in his tower?
Yes, buried in his books as always. No doubt he expects you.
My thanks, brother.
Safety and peace, Altair.
On you as well.
Who's this guy? Oh. You know what I don't like? The guards in this city go after you if you do stuff, but this entire city is supposed to be run by assassins. Anybody else ever notice that?
Yeah.
Even those guards are blue.
And if they're assassins, everything should be permitted.
Yeah, Jill just said everything should be permitted.
Especially...
Jeez.
Okay.
I don't want to get in trouble because I don't want someone to like comb back through this and be like, see, she was very obviously not joking.
I was joking. It was a joke.
Yeah, but like...
I'm gonna sound clip that.
Yeah, but like, hardcore liberals can't understand jokes unless it's like 100% Orange Man bad, and hardcore white people can't understand jokes unless it's like beating down homeless for being poor. So like, I don't know, we're stuck with like 12 people left in the middle in this country, and...
That's not a joke though, I think you should beat down every homeless person.
That's true, that's 100%.
Like, what's the problem with just get a job?
What am I supposed to do here?
You're supposed to go towards that symbol.
Does they want me to jump in
No,
the water?
Altair cannot swim.
Sorry.
What was that second line? Like, everything is permitted and nothing is true? Or what was it?
Nothing is true, everything is permitted.
Nothing is true.
Women are property.
Well, then what if the tenets of the creed aren't true?
What if the people being bad, like the Templars, that isn't true because everything is permitted, so they're just doing what they want?
I think they were saying everything's true, or everything's permitted for the assassins specifically.
Oh, so they're hypocrites.
Jill, why are you like attacking the creed?
I'm just saying.
Why do you hate the creed, Jill?
Jill, are you a
I don't hate
Templar?
the creed, I'm just saying that
Jill, do you not like Creed?
the beginning couple of these games have some really dumb concepts that they should have fixed.
I think that there's more to it if you actually read into the creed. I'm not saying it makes 100% sense, but I think it makes more sense than you're acting like.
Yeah.
Well, it would make more sense if they didn't just drop those concepts later on.
They don't. They still say that line.
Yeah, but they never explain it. They
What
need
needs to be explained though? Everything is permitted.
Literally, okay, here's what they mean.
Okay.
Nothing is true. So what they mean is don't go living by some big ideology and concept and blah, blah, blah. You need to look past all of that and try and help guide humanity towards, like, freedom.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it means. So it's saying, like, don't go impose Allah or Jesus or any of these other things on everyone. Don't just, like, get lost in your own head like what Altair is doing.
Yeah.
And you should be, like, following the tenets of the creed because you're not here to be the smartest person in the room. You're here to make sure that humanity still has freedom. That's what it's supposed to be. Everything is permitted is supposed to be basically within reason. Anything you have to do to get to that point to ensure that humanity still has its freedom is fine. The problem is that they kind of don't really know what is within reason on that, because like they get into a lot of stuff like, okay, so like in Assassin's Creed Rogue, clearly them blowing up a piece of Eden and killing like thousands or 1,000 people or something was not within reason, and they didn't even get their goal, you know, like, so then Shay leaves the Brotherhood because he's like, oh, these guys are fucked, like this is not right.
He returns at last. Abbas, where are the others? Did you ride ahead hoping to be the first one back? I know you are loath to share the glory. Silence is just another form of assent.
Have you nothing better to do?
I bring word from the Master. He waits for you in the library. Best hurry. No doubt you're eager to put your tongue to his boot.
Another word and I'll put my blade to your throat.
There'll be plenty of time for that later.
I thought he was just being snooty as well. I was like, why'd he turn around like that?
So did Rami Malek and the other guy die in the cave?
You'll see.
Oh, okay.
So, I think that your explanation of it is actually really interesting, but I feel like they should have had some more, like, lore pieces that you could read or something like that to kind of have that explanation be a little bit clearer instead of just being like, yeah, everything's permitted, and then kind of having these plot holes of like, well, if everything's permitted, then why is what these other people doing, why is that wrong?
Well, I think that there is more to read on the Creed, but I don't know how much. Because I don't read every readable thing.
That's true.
Everything is permitted within reason to extend the goal can also be used. Like, for example, if I'm just like a really horny person, I could grab a woman and be like, well, this is to further the goal.
Why do you always go right there? Why? How come every time they say anything's permitted, you go to that?
Yeah, Nate.
That says a lot about you.
Are you sexually frustrated?
Nate, are you... do you need to meet me downstairs later?
Yes,
Do
I
you
would
not
like
have
to.
enough touch in your life?
Hey, there's a really bad part of the game that takes place out there.
Oh, really?
What do you mean?
Final boss.
Wait, really?
Yeah, the final boss takes place
Oh,
out there.
yeah! That
Okay.
sucks.
I get PTSD walking by that door. I walk by the door, it's like this, and I'm like,
I got PTSD from that, too.
Is the final boss of this game terrible?
Oh, it's really bad.
Full disclosure, this and Liberations are the only two Assassin's Creed games I have not played all the way through.
Did you see that?
I did see
I
that.
did, yeah.
Master.
Come forward. Tell me of your mission. I trust you have recovered the Templar's treasure.
There was some trouble, Master. Robert de Sable was not alone.
When does our work ever go as expected? It's our ability to adapt that makes us who we are.
This time it was not enough.
What do you mean?
I have failed you.
The treasure?
Lost to us.
And Robert?
Escaped.
I send you, my best man, to complete a mission more important than any that has come before. And you return to me with nothing but apologies and excuses.
I did.
Do not speak! Not another word! This is not what I expected. We'll need to mount another force.
I swear to you I'll find him. I'll go in.
No! You'll do nothing. You've done enough. Where are Melik and Kadar?
Dead.
No! Not dead.
Melik?
I still live at least.
And your brother?
Gone. Because of you!
Robert threw me from the room. There was no way back. Nothing I could do.
Because you would not heed my warning! All of this could have been avoided! And my brother would still be alive! Your arrogance nearly cost us victory today.
Nearly?
I've what your favorite failed to find. Here, take it. Though it seems I've returned with more than just their treasure.
Master, we are under attack. Robert de Sable lays siege to Masyaf's village.
So he seeks a battle. Very well. I'll not deny him. Go. Inform the others. The fortress must be prepared. As for you, Altair, our discussion will have to wait. You must make for the village. Destroy these invaders. Drive them from our home.
It will be done.
Angle's good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them, and I keep clicking on them because I think it's funny.
Also, the last boss fight in this game is, like, really unfair, and then as soon as you beat it, the game doesn't save until you go to, like, a safe house. So if you shut off the game, like, after you're done fighting the boss, there is no autosave or anything. So you'd have to replay the whole boss again.
Who would... that's stupid, but also who would just shut their game off when they're just beat the boss?
Well, so... Here's what I had to do. So, it was the middle of the night, I had school in the morning, I really wanted to finish this boss, it took me a really long time to finish it, and I finally beat it, and I was like, okay, thank God. So then I ran out of the rooftops, and I was like, it probably auto-saved.
Sounds like you shouldn't have been gaming on a school night.
It was 2 a.m.
Sorry, I was being a bored.
I needed to go to bed. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to shut my game off and play the rest of the, like, last cutscene in the morning. Or, like, not in the morning, I mean, like, after school tomorrow. And then after school, that next day, I found out it didn't save.